Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with my TBR, my weekly TBR video. So yay, I am super excited. So I did make another change to this from last week. So last week I talked about reading those bind-ups, the two books, the 2-in-1 books. And the thing is that I like that idea a lot. I like trying to read these books off my shelves and stuff like that. But the thing was with the 2-in-1 is that you're kind of getting the same story 2 weeks, not the same story, but the same type of story 2 weeks in a row. So in the case of the one that I picked last week, they were two love-inspired books. And so I would have been reading a love-inspired book one week and another love-inspired book the next week. So what I decided to do, I got thinking about, is that I have a plethora. Like, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you it's like 1,000 at least books that I have on my Harlequin digital bookshelf. So ebooks that I've bought from Harlequin. And, I need to get to those. Like, a majority of them I have not read. And I need to read them. But the issue is because you have to read them off the Gloss app, I'm not a fan because I don't like reading off my tablet. Because I don't like the glare. I spend all day staring at a computer screen at work. I do not want to stare at a tablet screen after work. I much prefer my Kindle Paperwhite or my Kobo e-reader, or a book, an actual physical book. So I got thinking, over this week, because like I said, I wasn't in the mood for the Love Inspired. I'm like, but I really want to read one of those ones. And the next book that I plan on reading, like, I'm reading one right now. If you guys watch my blog or my vlog this week, side note, this is the one I'm currently reading. But after I'm done that book, I plan on starting one of my Harlequin books that is on the digital books that I've bought from Harlequin. But what I've decided to do is, even though I've purchased them for that, that whatever, a lot of them I got for free or on sale. Like, I did not pay full price for all of these books or a lot of these books. Is that I'm going to try and look for them at no cost. So the one I'm going to be reading this week, I actually was able to borrow it from the library, which means I can read it on my Kobo. So I can read it in that format that makes it a lot easier on my eyes. So I've got one this week and I'll talk about that one when I get to it. So I have 6 books on my TBR for the week of week 8. This is for week 8 and it is February 19th through the 25th. Very exciting. So like I said, 6 books. Let's jump into it because I am rambling as per usual, my friends. So the first little category that I have here is to read a print book off of my shelves. And I did spin the wheel to get my prompt for this. And the prompt for this one is a book that's part of a series. So you guys know I read series out of order. That's fine. It doesn't bother me. But I'm also trying to make sure that for these books, these are retro romances as well. So not only did it have to be part of a series, but it had to be a retro romance book. So I found one that fits the bill and I'm very excited. And this is an oldie but a goodie. So we have Rebellion by Nora Roberts, an old Nora Roberts book. This is part of the McGregor's series, I believe. I think it's the 6th book. Now this is actually available on audio. This is an old Harlequin historical. It is number 4 in the historical line. And I'm very, very excited about it. So, let's see, like, cover on the back here. Like I said, it is available on audio. And what I've been doing this week, and what I've been finding is that I do have a couple of books on audio for this week that I've been listening to them a little bit. Like, it hasn't been the bulk of my reading of the book, but it's been great, like, if I have admin stuff to do at work, just to pop in an earbud and do a little audio listening. So that's been really nice. But yeah, so I have that one for that first prompt. The second category is a book from my digital TBR. So a book off either my Kobo or my Kindle. And this one, the prompt for this one was to read an Amish book, right? And I'm like, ooh. So I looked to see what I had like in the Amanda Flower series. I looked to see what I had maybe for the Love Inspired books or the Love Inspired suspense books in terms of Amish books. And then I thought to myself, let me just check. And I checked this series, which is the Kate Burkholder series by Linda Castillo. And I have finished up to book 6. I just so happened to own book 7 on my Kobo. I was super excited. So I literally have the next book to read in series. So I'll be reading After the Storm by Linda Castillo. Like I said, this is the 7th book in the Kate Burkholder series. This is a Amish thriller. So Kate Burkholder was raised Amish, and she is now the chief of police in this small town called Painter's Mill. I think it's in Ohio, if I'm remembering correctly. But these books are not your sweet, cute Amish books. These get very brutal, very graphic. I like them a lot. So I am really looking forward to this one. Next up, I have a book that was part of a series. So all the series that I've started, pick the next book. And in this series, this is one that I read a much later book in the series for. I got it from NetGalley way back a couple of years ago. And I read the later book in the series, but now I want to go back and start this at the beginning. And I know this is my friend Storm's favorite series, one of her very favorite series. And the book that I have is actually the first in the series, and it is Murder on Astor Place by Victoria Thompson, which is the first book in the Gaslight Mystery series. This is a historical, cozy mystery series. I think our female lead, her name is actually Sarah, she's a midwife, which is very exciting. And it takes place in like Gilded Age, New York. So I am there for it. I'm very excited. Like I said, I know Storm loves this one. Cannot wait to read it. So my Harlequin new release for the week, again, I've talked about this before. I have a book from each line that I pick every month, and then I do a random pick of which one to read next. And this week we have a medical romance, my friends, and that's The Nurse's Pregnancy Wish by Carol Martinelli. So very much looking forward to this one. It's not part of a series. It is a standalone. Looks super cute. Now, this is the Harlequin book from the Harlequin ebooks that I have. And I randomly picked one, and I thought, okay, let me see if I can get the book for free to read off my Kobo or my Kindle, I will. If I can't, then I will read it off the Close app. That's the rule that I set for myself. And I looked this one up on Amazon, and it's on Kindle Unlimited. Yay! So I get to read it for free on my Kindle. And that is The Major Meets His Match by Annie Burroughs, which is another Harlequin historical. So I've got 2 Harlequin historicals coming up this week, so that's exciting. And last but not least, my throwback book of the week. This is always the first book that I read for the next week because they're usually quick and short, and I like to get them done. Is a Nancy Drew Files series book, and that is Stay Tuned for Danger by Carolyn Keene. I think it is book 17 in the Nancy Drew Files series. This is the series that came out in the 80s. So very, very much looking forward to this one. Anyway, guys, that's it. Keeping this short and sweet. If you watch you'll see this on my vlog coming up on Sunday, but it's late on Thursday. I'm filming this. It's after 8 o'clock at night. I got stuck in massive traffic coming home. I was supposed to do a live show tonight. That didn't happen because by the time I got home, so you know what? I am going to finish filming this. I'm going to sit down on my bed and edit this, and I'm going to read my book and have a nice relaxing rest of my evening, and tomorrow is Friday, so yay. When you guys are watching this, it's already Friday. So anyway, I will talk to you guys in my next video. Take care and happy reading, everybody. Bye.